wonder how pissed this is gonna get.
On what?
How pissed we're gonna get on this.
Oh, we're gonna be fucked. Oh, I'm gonna be fucked up.
What's the PR right now for TSLs on an episode? I think was 3. Or no, how many did we do with Michael?
Well, you took a shot, so.
Wait, 3 drinks only?
Yeah, we had like 3-4 drinks.
Like 3 drinks in an hour.
And we took a shot.
Yeah. No, I'm down to chill. Trust me, I'm down to chill. But I thought y'all would go a little bit.
I would say 3 seems like the right.
No, but we haven't had any like actual like
An hour and 20 minutes plus a shot. That's like.
How much you put in
Feeling
each
pretty nice now.
Yeah.
like a good shot and a half. We haven't had any like big like this is the first like official. I mean, Dan's a bit of a degen, but Soosh is
Oh yeah, Dan.
true degen. Are we on?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, let's get it. What up, gang? Welcome back to TSL Time Pod. Today we're here with the one and only Soosh.
What's going on, guys? Yo, thank you. First of all, thank you for getting me out here, grabbing the Airbnb. I really appreciate that. And also, your studio's sick. So it's really cool to be out here. I love Miami.
Let's fucking go.
I love Miami.
This is low key the pregame to our night out. Glad that Soosh is here, but the reason he's in the East Coast is because you're doing a little prize picks action this weekend, right?
Yeah. We got Prize Picks event in Atlanta, which will be a lot of fun. We always go there like once a year, and you just pretty much gamble and party with other people, and it's sick. It's a really good time.
So this is the perfect fucking pit stop to warm up the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me like 2 weeks ago, you're like, yo, I'm pulling up to Atlanta. And I was like, bro, I need someone to hop on the pod. This is the perfect time.
Yeah,
And now
literally.
we're fucking here.
Literally, I'm also from Atlanta too, so it's cool to go back. I'll see family and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were from fucking Texas, bro.
Well, I lived in Houston for a while. I grew up in Chicago, moved to Atlanta, and then then I was in Houston. Now I'm in LA.
So first Chicago, then wait, repeat that. You've been in 3 different places.
Yeah. I was raised in Chicago.
Oh,
I was
okay,
raised in
okay.
Chicago, and then I went to Atlanta, and then Houston, now LA.
And when you started making content on TikTok, that was in.
When I first started, it was Georgia.
Oh, okay. Because I remember the videos in your crib and shit in your room. Fucking.
Yeah. That was Georgia. I had no idea the future that I had.
When did it all start though? When you decided to start posting on TikTok and shit? Because bro, you were part of the golden age.
Yeah. No, we were the founding fathers.
Were you
bro.
pre-pandemic already?
No, it was the pandemic. Because
was like-
that's the reason why I started posting. Because I got sent home from school, so I was like, bro, I'm so bored. So I just started posting videos that I thought they were funny myself, and I would send them to my boys. So I'd be like, yo, look at this video that I made, and then they like started to pop off, and I was like, yo, wait a minute.
How long did it take for the first video? Wait, let's get this TSL going.
Cheers.
Cheers, motherfucker. The first of many.
Cheers.
Oh,
I'm on empty stomach, guys. So if I start getting rowdy, you
Bro,
guys
this
know.
motherfucker had. What did you eat at 5? Wait, why'd you get up at 5 a.m.? Oh, no.
My flight
5
was
a.m.
at
5 a.m.
5 a.m. our time, LA time, Pacific, because our flight was at 8. But so listen, I just got really high, and I was supposed to pack for this and pack for Atlanta, and I started freaking out. So I just set my alarm for 5 in the morning, or like 4:30. I woke up at 4:30, and got up, packed, and now we're here.
Let's fucking go. Cause
Yeah, I'm glad I made it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if like you.
I literally was thinking in my head like I can't go. I was like, there's no way I go.
Bro, that's how you know you're fucking tweaking.
Yeah,
When the
because-
intrusive thoughts get.
Yeah,
that
I was just
loud.
like, I was like, everyone's gonna think I'm degenerate, this and that. I'm gonna go to Miami and do this 3-day bender, like, and I was literally thinking like, this is not what I want to do. It was crazy, but look at me now, drinking
Now we're here.
fucking cigarettes,
going out to the club later. We're just getting warmed up.
Yeah,
The Tyson fight tonight.
yeah, we got Tyson, Jake Paul, then tomorrow UFC 309, which will be good.
How much are you wagering now usually?
Not much, dude. Honestly, well, I work with Prize Picks, so
Use
Prize
code
Picks.
Soosh for Prize
Yeah,
Picks.
use code Soosh at Prize Picks on your first entry. We'll match it up to $100. But I like using Prize Picks during the week for like stupid bets where it's like $100 wager, like not that big of a deal. But the thing is they pay me a salary to wager on their platform, so it's not like my money.
Yeah.
But if I lose it, I still lose it. But if I win it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty sweet deal. But then shit like the fights, I'll do like $1,000. Like big events, I'll do $1,000 to $5,000. I'm not really like I've never done anything crazy, anything more than $5,000 on a bet.
That's gnarly.
Which I think that's like very fair.
I think I've done a K at most, and my heart is pumping.
Yeah. You did $500 on Tyson tonight, which is like crazy.
Dude, it's like plus 350 or some shit. So maybe I make like a band and a half tonight, and just it'll go.
And then you pay for the table.
It'll go to the send.
Uh-huh.
It'll go to the night.
That's how I think about it. I'm like, we went to the World Series game, right? I had actually I lied. I had $6,000 on that game, on the World Series game.
Oh, I saw that
And,
when
yeah.
fucking Otani or whatever.
Yeah, no. What's his name? Freddie Friedman. Fucking bottom of the 10th, walk-off grand slam.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
First game of the World Series is crazy as shit. I'm not a big fan of baseball. But it was insane. It was so much fun.
Yeah, dude, that video you posted. I don't watch any fucking baseball.
Yeah.
but I ended up watching like 100 clips of that guy Friedman after.
Yeah,
bro's
because it got posted everywhere.
bro. I think he like broke a home run record or some shit during the World
Yeah,
Series. Like,
he was
hit one
going
every
off
game.
the rest of the. Yeah, supposedly he like had a really shitty playoff run or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's like the GOAT in the World Series.
They won the MVP.
Yeah, so it was really sick. We had a good time there. So I won some money there, but I used that money to just party. We got a table at Unruly in LA, which was like a $12,500 table. And it was not worth it at all. It was fucking ass.
God.
Bro, cuz let me tell you about LA parties,
Dude,
bro.
I just finished this TSL, bro.
Here, wait for me. Well, yeah, wait, let me drink mine and then but dude, let me tell you about these LA parties. They're so hype, and all these promoters, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got like hundreds of girls. We got people flying in for this. Like some dudes are paying, whatever amount of money just for like general admission ticket." So they hype these parties up, and we're thinking like, "Oh, dude, we just hit these bets. Like, we had some people in town as well, so we're trying to wow them a little bit." And we go to this Halloween party, and it's in this like terrible, just like a bad place, and like porta potties. I mean, there were hella girls there, but the actual event was terrible. And I got rinsed for $12,000. We were there for like 3 hours.
The venue was called what?
Well, the agency who ran it is called Unruly. They have like Harry Jowsey, like all these OnlyFans models.
It was a shit party.
Yeah.
And you
It was
paid-
terrible.
It was
But the thing
$12.
is like we went 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and that was sick as fuck. So I'm thinking it was the same thing. It was dope, like red carpet, double floor, like it was really sick. I had a really good time. Well, it could have been just because we were on Molly, but like it was. I had a really good time, and then this time comes around, and this time I pay for the table, and I'm like, all right, this was not worth it at all.
Hell no.
But it's free money. We won at gambling.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. It's like a free
free play night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how you should think of it.
100%. But I feel like every time I've gotten caught like organizing a night out with my friends, whether it's like getting a fucking section somewhere or a table, it's so much stress. It's like not so much stress, but it's always like a hit or miss.
Yo, it's definitely a hit or miss for sure. And
It's
the
either
thing-
a hit and it's like
Yeah.
birds are everywhere and everyone's cooking.
Yeah.
And it's a night and the liquor's never ending.
Yeah.
Or you're just like leaving plastered at like late as fuck and you're just like, gosh.
Yeah, no pussy or anything. You're just
Awful.
walking out with your head down. Like, this shit sucks. You're
Flopped.
dragging your feet. Your shoulders are rolled forward. You're looking at the ground. I've done too many of those. But honestly, in Houston, when we were in Houston, we had like a 6-month span of going to the club 3 nights a week. And it was like the most fun I've ever had going to the clubs. Because once you go to the clubs, multiple times a week, the owners start to know you. The bartenders know you. The girls know you. So you're getting free shit. It's free bottles. Like, we're getting sick tables for like,
You're showing up to the home court.
yeah, it's like $500 bottle, which is like with 3-4 dudes, it's nothing,
Yeah.
So we did that for, 6 months, but then we kind of got tired of it. And then when we went out to LA, it was just so different. Because in LA, you have to be to get that treatment, you have to be fucking Ryan Garcia, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that just pops. I don't know about Ryan Garcia, but like just someone who's like super famous. You like, in order for them to show you any type of respect, if not, that you're just any other regular guy.
That's something
sucks.
I've noticed that with like Miami, you don't need to be like super plugged to go out to some of these places and stuff. But like when I visited New York and LA, it's like if you don't know someone, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can't even get into the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Even GA, you can't get into some places.
Unless you got like 20 girls.
It's ridiculous.
Miami's cool. Every time I've gone out in Miami, it's been pretty like hospitable. Like we've met people and they're like, "Oh, yo, like appreciate you coming out here." So it's like it's in the middle of, I would say, like Texas and LA.
Yeah, dude. I have a friend who moved to Austin recently who told me it's fucking amazing. I've been kind of yapping to Moose about it, but have you been to Austin?
I haven't. We were there for one weekend. It's really stupid. I have a funny story, but
Yeah, I'm gonna take a.
go ahead,
I'm gonna
bro.
lap
Yeah,
you.
go ahead. We went to Austin. we had this Airbnb. It was like a really weird group that we had, like just guys who we don't usually hang out with. And we had girls and stuff that we had met there. And it just turned into a shit show. I didn't really like it that much because it's more of like a college vibe.
Yeah.
Like if you like the college bar scene, then you know that's probably the place for you. But I don't really like that because it gets old, you know. But so does everything gets old.
Yeah.
But over there, it seems like it was like mostly college because I think UT is right there.
Yeah, I think that's part of, like, you always want what you can't. No, you want.
Yeah, you always want what you can't have.
So like here, it's like you have all the fucking going out, more like clubs and stuff. And so now I've been thinking like, oh, I kind of want that vibe from fucking school again, where it's like going to college bars and shit and just chilling and maybe more.
That's kind of how I am right now, just because I never had that college experience.
Oh yeah, you didn't go to school.
I went to school, but it was a
year.
military school.
Oh yeah, what school did you go to?
The Citadel in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Holy fuck. Were you
yeah,
Boy Scout?
No. It's pretty much like it's pretty much Boy Scout University. Like it's kind of guys who like couldn't get into West Point or like Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, so they go to the Citadel. Or it's a lot of like in-state people. So South Carolina, like I'm talking like Hicks, like dip in their mouth, fucking accents, trucks, like super racist, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah. But no, they were cool. Like racist but cool, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not actually racist. Well, I'm sure there's a little racist in them, but like they're cool.
Yeah, no.
You know, so that was fun. But the thing is, it was like mostly guys. And if you were a girl in there, like you were ran through because, you know, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So like 90% dudes, like 85% white.
And what, you dropped out what year?
Junior year. Right when the pandemic hit. It was like the transition from. Wait, maybe I wasn't a junior. No, I think I was a sophomore. I'm 24.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I turned 24 in a week. How
We're the same age, bro.
No, because I was a freshman during the pandemic.
Then I was a sophomore.
Okay.
I was a sophomore then. Because it was like, yeah, I was definitely a sophomore.
Let's rewind, though, and go back to when you started making content and everything started taking off, though. Because, I mean, dude, I remember watching you from fucking day one. When you signed with like Young LA and shit, and you were going crazy on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
What was it? Were you always like funny ass motherfucker? Before
Yeah, it was just funny out of pocket like stuff that people weren't used to seeing.
Who was some of your? Did you have like any inspiration at the time? Like maybe like Bro Science, Damazetti, Bradley
Mike,
Martin. And shit?
Damazetti was 100%. Like I honestly like stole some of his jokes and just like I would take them and just like convert it into a TikTok with me, and then I would post it on TikTok, and that shit popped off. Yeah. So I would literally watch his videos, take some of his jokes, and like make it my own, obviously. And that was like one of my huge inspirations. It's sick because like now we party with him, like we see him like once a month.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never met that fucker, but for me also, because when I was watching you, I remember I was watching your content.
He's a fucking
back
degenerate.
Then.
He's a degenerate.
Oh,
no, he's not a degenerate, but like he like
no,
parties.
He's a degenerate.
Yeah, he parties.
He was like the fucking pioneer of like you can fucking, you know, be in shape and also fuck around and have fun and shit.
Yeah.
And then you, I mean, because like I feel like, I mean, I took a lot of inspo from your shit, but that was like you were kind of like dialed degen as well. You know what I mean? Like,
well, when I first started, it was
fitness.
Yeah. When I first started, it was like hardcore. The thing with me is like I'm like bipolar with everything that I do. It's like whatever I'm doing currently, I'm fucking balls to the wall. Like
it's all or nothing.
Yeah. So like when I was first starting in fitness with James, I was super like tapped in. Excuse me. I was super tapped in, and then I went through a degen stage when I was like traveling, went to Miami. Like,
I remember that.
Like
Casamigos.
Super like really bad. Like I was drinking at night, like every night, like drinking by myself.
That's nuts.
Yeah, like drinking out the handle.
Oh, that's by yourself.
Yeah, by myself. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, I know.
I haven't gotten
but
to that
I was
point.
in the best shape of my life, which was crazy because I was on a little bit of tests and like I was taking Anavar. But the thing is I was training with Harry, and I looked so good, so I kept on just being like I wouldn't eat throughout the day, and I would have like chicken, rice, and like egg whites, bro. And then I would like chug tequila, and I would go to sleep, and I would wake up shredded as fuck every night. And because I looked so good, I was like, okay, it's working. Like I'm just gonna continue to do it,
bro. When you would like the cockiness and like the fuck you type of vibe that you kind of gave in your videos was so funny. Where it was like, I forgot some of the shit you would say, bro. But it was just like, why do you always taking videos? Like, why do you guys get pissed at me for always taking videos of myself shirtless? Because I look sick.
Yeah. And the thing is like that was so funny back then, but now when I see it, I'm like, it just doesn't hit, you know? Like you can't do it anymore. You can't do that anymore.
There's like a mojo to it, but I think it probably would hit, to be honest. Like if you copy paste, I mean, you can't copy paste it, but
Yeah, honestly, because when I was doing 75 hard, and you kept on telling me, bro, keep posting, and I grew, bro. I gained like 20,000 followers in like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Because I was posting reels every day. Honestly, I don't anymore. But for that, like a couple months ago, and I kind of brought that energy back a little bit, like not as much, but halfway, and it like really, everyone was commenting like, oh, old Soosh is back or whatever, like saying those things. It was kind of hyping me up because I was like, okay, this is working. Like I can still be this character and still do and apply it to what I'm doing right now, which was at the time I was doing like endurance stuff, like running, cycling, and all that, swimming. So when I brought that personality to what I'm currently doing, it was like it fucking killed. And I'm honestly planning on bringing that back. I just have to.
it takes a second, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in the beginning, it's hard. It feels like you're forcing it.
Yeah.
And then once you get in that flow again, because I think like a lot of people, like when they meet me in person, they're like, yo, where the fuck is like, why aren't you so high energy the way you are on videos and stuff? And I'm just like, I mean, what do you expect me to be fucking screaming at the top of my lungs 24/7?
Yeah.
I don't think it's fully a character. It's more of like a detachment of yourself. You know what I mean? Because
it's like an
you're not
alter ego.
You're not playing a full fucking character. You know what I mean? Like you
right.
joke around like that, and then
Right.
you just make it into a video, and that's why it's fucking funny.
Right. It's like an alter ego.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that when you the people who are the most successful in this, it's when you can't tell them apart from their character, from the persona. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the people who are most successful because they're like the most genuine. You know, but they might not be able to have relationships outside of social media because people are like, yo, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But in reality, that's what's working for him, you know?
But the thing with your content, and I think my content as well, was that, I mean, a majority of the people think that that's like fully you.
Yeah.
You're just fucking either cocky spaz or whatever, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's
And that's why I like Snapchat so much and other platforms, because people can really, I think people now, at least because I've been doing it for so long, people now like they know like my actual intentions, and they know that I'm a pretty decent guy. Like I do a lot of fuck shit, but like I'm also a decent guy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that just to like for the record, I'm a pretty good guy when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
I've done stuff that I'm a good guy who does bad things. That's what I like to say.
Bro, but you know what's hilarious, man? So many fucking even like this whole hybrid trend going on right now, like hybrid athlete is the thing right now, and like with like the Nick Bears and all that different shit. And bro, I've had so many of them like send me a little fucking Instagram pic of like them ripping like tequila and zins. And you follow a lot of them and shit, and like so many people think these, like almost everyone is, you know, especially like fitness influencers, like, oh, they're like all health or no degen and they're a perfect person, but there's one right here. Everyone's got a little demon inside of them.
Dude, we were hanging out with actually never mind. I'm not gonna out anybody. I shouldn't do that. But we're like we've hung out with people who online they seem like super square,
Buttoned up and shit.
Yeah. They're like, we think that they're not losers, because you're not a loser if you don't drink, but like we wouldn't get along. I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with you. But then we meet them in person and we're like, you're just like me. You're just a little bit different on social media.
Yeah.
You know?
But what was 75 hard? Was that the longest you ever went without drinking? And that was recently, no? You did it a couple months ago.
Yeah. So I did like 80 days sober, and that was, I was in the best shape of my life. Well, I was also training 3 times a day.
Yeah, bro.
Because I was getting into the endurance. I signed up for an Ironman. Like I was swimming, biking, or running, 2 of those a day, and then also lifting, and then not drinking, because the drinking is what I think fucks me up.
Dude, it's the truth is that the drinking is the fucking, it's the devil.
I genuinely think like if I was, because dude, I just ran a cycle, right? I just ran a steroid cycle, nothing crazy. And I'm like, yo, why don't I like look sick, you know? And like I'm training, I'm eating right. And then I'm thinking, oh, it's because every weekend I go on 2-3 day bender, literally every single weekend.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because we were talking and you were like, yeah, I can't drink more than like once a month if I'm trying to stay dialed. For me, I agree, but I'm still literally drinking 2-3 times a week for months, you know? And that's where I'm at right now.
That's where I was at, like during college, junior, senior year. Because before that, and I go through small phases. Like I just went on this fucking bender and whatever. But all of college, it was like drinking 2-3 times a week, for 2 months, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna dial in, and then back to fucking 2-3 times a week. And then last year in June, I was like, I'm gonna once a week. Like, this is the fucking, I'm doing once a week and that's it. And maybe sometimes every other week. And I did it for fucking 14, 15 months. I mean, until this.
And
August.
once a week worked for you?
Yeah, once a week worked for me. Like, it was.
But like, were you like, was it like 20 drinks like blacked out?
Sometimes, but.
Okay.
But for the most part, it was just like, 5, 6, 7 drinks, go out, send it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was making great fucking progress. And that's when I realized, I was like, all right, like, because for me, it was the same way, bro. I'm always like all in or all out. And that shit would start fucking pissing me off.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like, why can't I fucking figure this shit out? You know what I mean? And then saw some light there in that time.
I've come to terms. It's literally the alcohol.
It is.
And also the thing is with me is like every time I go out, I black out.
Yeah, that's
every single time I go out, I black out. So it's like if it's a sorry, I don't have my glasses, bro.
Can you lower your mic?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Can I have the lime?
Oh yeah,
thanks, bro.
I'm already peppered off fucking 1.5 of these shits.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Sorry, what was I saying?
Yeah, about you usually go out and you just fucking black out.
Oh yeah. So, I don't know what it is, but whenever I go out, I just like, I don't know if it's alcoholism or what, but I as soon as I start drinking, I want to get fucked up, and I just want to party. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you start at Friday, and then it's drips into Saturday, and then Sunday your day's ruined. So really, like half of my week is fucked, because Friday, because it's not just the one night. So it's like Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's fucked, and Monday your sleep is gonna be fucked up.
Yep.
So you're not really locked in till Tuesday through Thursday.
That's exactly it. So that's what I realized once I started noticing the 1 day a week thing. Like if I would go hard on Friday, then Saturday, sleep. Friday sleep was shit. Saturday I'm like chilling, half-ass workout, okay sleep Saturday night. But then Sunday you're back on it.
Yeah.
Because if you go out fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday you're cooked.
Exactly.
And fucking, I mean, even Monday, Tuesday, like me, it's like my digestion.
Yeah.
And like when I eat,
I'm on the toilet all day.
I feel horrible.
Yeah. Even though like I don't like, there have been times where I've gotten like DoorDash and stuff because I'm on like animal base or pretty much like no seed oils or whatever the fuck. So shit that I should be feeling good, but then as soon as I drink and I do this for a couple days in a row, it just completely fucks me up. And now I'm realizing, because even though my diet is still so dialed, I'm like, yo, what is going on? It's because I'm fucking blacking out 2-3 days a week.
Yeah. And
it's fucking up like half my week. So half my week I'm sober, half my week I'm drunk. And I'm thinking, why can't I make gains? No fucking shit, I can't make gains.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's 99% of it is the sleep.
Oh yeah.
When you don't recover, you're fucked.
Dude, and for some reason lately I've been, I don't know if I have sleep apnea or what, but I don't get good sleep.
I've been having the best sleep of my life for the last 2 weeks. It's insane.
You track it with
this fucking Garmin.
Yeah. I track my sleep too, but I can't.
Do you take magnesium before bed?
I take supplements. I also take this peptide that you inject
before bed.
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie.
You're a demon, dog.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, half natties. Look up half natties. Code Soosh on your order. But it's called DSIP. You inject it, and I get the best sleep. So I'm almost like a dependent on it.
Bro's taking H before sleep.
Bro, I literally get insane sleep because of this peptide. It kicks me into. It's like, doesn't make you tired. It's just when you're sleeping, your quality of sleep is so much better. I get REM sleep. I got like 3 hours of REM sleep, 4 hours deep sleep, like just insane sleep. And so I've been taking that as much as I can. But yeah.
I've tried everything for sleep. I took Gorilla has like this
Dream
cortisol blocker.
Oh, okay.
And Dream. And so when I was like stupid,
I take Dream every night.
I was stupid stressed right when college finished. Like, I'm fucking a content creator full time. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm moving back in with my mom. I'm like figuring everything out. And I was fucking taking 2x cortisol blocker and Dream every night. I was sleeping really good. And then I've never fucked with melatonin. And then I was taking like a plain magnesium supplement. And then I swear recently, bro, I've been taking some deep sleep caps from this fucker Santa Cruz Medicinals.
Mm-hmm.
I've never slept. It doesn't even have magnesium in it. It has like valerian root, some other fucking roots and shit. And I'm getting 2 hours of deep every night.
Brendan sent me some.
Dude, it is so legit.
I haven't taken any.
It is so fucking good. I can't believe it. My whole last 10 days have been like 90 sleep score.
I'll have to try it.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'll have to try it because he did send me some, but I'm like, I got Gorilla Dream. Like, how much is it really gonna help? But for some reason, I just have terrible. There was like a 1 month span where I couldn't sleep at all. I had this crazy depression, anxiety thing from like, I ran 50 miles and it kicked me into a weird thing. Like for like 3 weeks, I was depressed as fuck.
What made you do the 50-mile run? You
Really
kinda
just
wanted
curiosity.
You
Yeah,
wanted to go deep.
Yeah, it was just curiosity because I was training for a marathon that I actually didn't do because I was like injured, right? So I was training for a marathon, and I was on one of my long runs on the weekend because on the weekend is when you do like 10, 13 miles. And I was on one of my long runs, and I was asking my Snapchat, I was like, yo, how long do you guys think you could run for 24 hours? And people were like, I don't know, like 40, 50 miles, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I talked to my coach. I have a endurance coach, and he was like, honestly, don't run for 24 hours, but if you want to do 12, I'll let you do 12. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do 12 hours. So I was like, all right, 12-hour cutoff time, I'm going to say 50 miles because I did it. I did the pace. I was like, okay, I would have to average like 14.5-minute mile, which is pretty slow. Like you're just jogging.
That's zone 2 as fuck.
Yeah. So it was just all out of curiosity, and I hyped it up. And leading up to it, I started just not having good sleep. I think it was because I was fucking with my hormones. I was was kind of just getting into a cycle, and if you guys are on stuff, you would understand. Pretty much my estrogen was like tanked because I'm really scared of gyno because I have gyno, so high estrogen scares the fuck out of me. So I was taking too much of my estrogen blocker, and my estrogen was so low that I just was depressed. No sex drive. Like I literally wanted to kill myself, bro. Like I told you, like on the phone, I was like, yo, there was a point in time where I was like going to bed crying.
You were down bad
because I wanted to kill myself, and I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks leading up to this 50 mile. And I was telling my coach, like, yeah, I'm not sleeping right, blah blah blah. And he kept on saying, okay, I wouldn't do the 50 miles because you're not ready for it. But because I'm so stubborn, and I had already like told my Snapchat, I already told everybody like I'm gonna do this 50 miles, and I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I was just like, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. And it nearly killed me. After I felt, for like 3 days, I had these crazy endorphins because I did it and I posted it, and everyone was like, dude, you're a fucking crazy motherfucker, or whatever. And everyone was praising me for it, so I felt so good. And then once that wore off, I just, for like 3 weeks, the sleep came back, so I wasn't sleeping, and then the depression came back, and I was like having issue. I didn't know what was going on, and that was the weirdest part, because I've never been a depressed person, but so for that like month, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
because I've always been like really positive and
high energy,
like
shit.
Yeah, really good, like just fun to be around, and I didn't want to do anything. It was the craziest shit. And so coming from like super, just a dope, like having a dope energy, and then
crashing
literally
down, coming
like
back to the earth.
Dude, it was insane. It was so bad. But then I finally like got blood work done. I figured it out, and like now I'm good.
It was estrogen.
Yeah. It was that. I think it was the estrogen, and then also the 50 mile was terrible for my central nervous system.
Like your cortisol probably fucking went through the roof.
Yeah, I think it was just a combination of a bunch of things, anxiety and all that. And so I had this marathon plan for September, I think it was, and I didn't do it. I like dropped out because I wasn't running.
Damn.
So I was like, I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm not gonna not finish. So I have this Ironman coming up in April, which even now I'm kind of a little bit worried about.
You're gonna dial in and you're gonna get it done.
That's the thing though, is I'm gonna have to train for this Ironman in 3 months, like 95 days. I'm gonna have 95 days to train for an Ironman. Most training blocks for Ironmans are 8 to 12 months. So like I'm gonna do it in 3.5 months.
And Ironman is full Ironman.
Yeah, full
so
Ironman.
It's a full marathon.
Yeah, 2 miles. So 2 mile swim, and then get out the water. You hop on your bike for 115 miles, and then you run a marathon, 26 miles. And I just found out that the course that I'm doing it on in Texas is the 5th hardest course in the world.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah,
I've
and
done
it's like notoriously hard. It's like a notoriously hard course.
That's fucked. Dude, I've done 2 sprint tries.
Oh, you have? Yeah. I had no idea.
I did.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I did a sprint try.
What was your time?
Awful. I think it
like
was,
over an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty
like
bad.
an hour and a half.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
That was so bad.
No, but that's cool though.
Bro,
You've done more than me, bro.
Dude, I can't swim.
Yeah, I can't swim.
Dude. The first try I did was.
You don't look very buoyant, to be honest.
Nah, dude, at all. At all.
Yeah.
And even running, bro. I'm like 5'10" and
you got
stocky
short
fuck,
legs,
bro, and
yeah.
shit. Like,
When was this?
This was fucking 2021, I think. I did my first one, and then I did the second try 2022 in August.
I mean, that's sick. I had
I
idea.
did it last year in August, actually. Boston sprint try. And I trained for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
and I still got fucking an hour and a half. Bro, because
What's your worst? Your swim?
beyond. It was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
I also didn't even swim while training for it. I was just running the whole time, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'm going to YOLO the swim. But
That's kind of what I'm planning on doing for the Ironman.
I would not.
Yeah.
Because, dude, the sprint that I did in Boston, it was open water, and there was fucking waves, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, they told us before, they're like, yo.
Were people swimming on top of you?
Yeah, dude, I was murdered,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Elbows and feet are kicking you in the face.
I was fucked. And they were like, before the race started, they were like, yo, there's going to be kayaks like along the edge. Like if you feel like you're going to fucking drown at any moment or anything's going to happen. And as soon as I go in the water, I'm like, yo, I'm going to have to fucking go hold on to the kayak and shit. I was dying, bro.
Were you wearing wetsuit?
Yeah, I was just wearing bottoms or whatever the fuck the fucking.
But
like,
were other people wearing wetsuit?
some hardos were, but I mean, it wasn't that cold. It was August, Boston.
Yeah, but the wetsuit helps. It's a lot more buoyant.
Oh, well.
Like wetsuit really helps you.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
So that's what I'm worried about in Texas because it's gonna be warm. It's not gonna be wetsuit.
yeah, it took me 21 minutes to do the sprint swim.
And what's the sprint? 500 meters, right?
I don't even fucking know, dude. But I came out of the water with the craziest pump I've ever had in my life, dude. My heart rate was I think I was like at zone 4, like pushing like max heart rate
Yeah.
before I even got on the fucking bike. And it was a great experience, but I think I ran the 5K at the end in 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
No,
tough.
it was awful. I think I want to do a marathon though at some point.
Yeah, marathon. I think marathon is sick. The reason why I didn't do my marathon is one because I was injured, but also I was like, dude, I fucking ran 50 miles. I don't need to run a marathon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless I was going for like some crazy time, like sub 3.5 hours or like sub 3:40. There's no point to run a marathon unless you're like, that's your goal. You know, is to finish a marathon. Like I have a lot of female friends who are doing a marathon. They're doing this marathon in Hawaii. I'm like, oh, what time are you going for? And they're like, what? Because they're just trying to finish.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't care about time or anything. So if that's the case, then yeah, marathon is sick.
Yeah, I would probably want to do it at like in average like a 9:30 pace. I would be happy with that.
I mean, that's solid. That puts you at like
That'd be huge for me.
4.5 hours, I think.
That'd be
which is
really
like
good.
still it's a really solid.
Yeah, my best friend actually just did the New York Marathon, and he trained for 3 months, but he's like he's 6'1", like lanky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and I can't believe how fast he did it. His pace was like 8:15. And he told me he was like crying at the end of it from like how crazy it was.
Yeah, and the New York Marathon's hard
And
as
his
fuck.
knees were fucked training for it. Like he told me it was one of the best experiences he's ever fucking done. So when he told me that, I was like, damn, I kind of want to chase a fucking dragon like that.
Yeah.
See what it feels like.
You should sign up for one.
I think I'm going to.
Because when you put it into, when you sign up, it's like it's so different.
You're in.
Yeah. Except when you drop out like me.
But you were injured. But bro, from going, I mean, you've kind of gone all in on like every different type of regimen you could follow. Like when you were making TikToks and shit during pandemic and stuff, you were full bodybuilding, and now you've gone full hybrid.
Yeah.
Like where did you feel your best? I think from here on out,
Bro, the best I felt was 75 hard.
hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid, but like not drinking.
Yeah.
That's the key is not drinking. I felt I would wake up, do my 3 workouts. I just felt so fulfilled, and I would go to sleep like the happiest person ever.
But don't you think that's not realistic?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not realistic.
It's
at all.
not realistic.
Like
If you have a
you
job,
have to find
like
the fucking balance.
I don't have a job, right? So, or this is my job. So if you had a 9 to 5, it's damn near impossible. If you're training for an Ironman and you have a 9 to 5, I have so much respect for you because I don't even know how you would do it.
Yeah.
So I like literally 5 hours of my day was training. But the thing was, I think I did it too quick, and it just fucked me up, you know,
Yeah,
mentally and physically.
It's the extremist fucking mentality.
Yeah, it's hard to lock in like that for so long and not really being used to it, because after a while you like it's really exciting at first, but then after a while you're like, fuck, like I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then it's just kind of draining.
Yeah, I think
especially when you don't have a goal, like a planned thing set.
Bro, that's what I realized recently. It's so much easier to go from being locked in to locked out. Like if you're locked in and just fall off routine, then go from being out of, being in routine to getting back into it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Because that's what I literally just went through that shit, bro. Like I've never been like depressed or anything, or like when we were talking about it, like right after I came from the tour and stuff, I was like, what the fuck is going on with me, bro?
Yeah.
Like I'm forcing myself to get to the gym. I'm forcing myself to train and eat right. Like I just want to drink. I want to gamble. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it's a scary fucking feeling, dude.
It's like a wake up call.
Yeah, it's like a siren going off in you. It's just like your mind starts telling you like, yo, like you know you're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
But you want to do it so bad.
Yeah. No. Also because it's fun. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know, there's booze. There's girls. Like that was my main thing with 75 Hard because I had a girlfriend during that time period. I didn't have any desire to drink or go out because I had a girl.
Yeah.
And because the only reason why, to be honest, the only reason why I go out now is like just chase pussy, you know, like it's fun. Like whether or not I'm bringing a girl home, it's still fun to just like talk to girls and like
Mac on girls.
yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, right? And when I had a girlfriend at the time, it was so easy for me to lock in
Yeah.
because now all I want to do is go out and drink and talk to females.
That's crazy, bro. I feel like I'm the opposite. Most people, I feel like, aren't locked in when they have a girlfriend. Well, it depends on your girl as well, though. You know what I mean? Like, if she's fit and she's into fucking doing her thing. But at least when I had a girlfriend, bro, I was getting fucking baked 24/7 and just piping and
well, that was probably when you were
half-assed.
in college, right?
yeah, I was half-assing gym and just boozing like a maniac.
Yeah. I mean, because I had set this goal for me, 75 Hard, and then
Yeah.
you know, I was.
Would you do it again?
Well, I'm pretty much going to in January for that 3 months. It's going to be like 100 days, 95 days. I'm not going to drink because I can't control myself. As bad as that sounds,
Nah, dude.
but
I actually, dude,
to admit
you
it,
can, bro. You
yeah.
can. I'm telling
dude,
you,
you
can.
You don't know,
Bro. I'm telling you, I know. I'm
don't think I
very
can.
similar, bro.
I don't think I can.
bro.
See,
You can.
even Harry behind the camera, he said he can't. He can't.
Bro, there's a way. Dude, the thing is, it's funny. Moose is the same way too, dude. It's like, I mean, you hang out with people who are similar to you. Like, everyone's a fucking extremist. He went 100 days sober.
Mm-hmm.
He lost 20 fucking pounds. Like 10K steps a day, lifting every other fucking day. The moment it ends, he goes on a fucking 1 month bender.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, why is this? I mean, it's really crazy, bro. Because like for me, dude, when I was younger, and I used to play like tennis, like competitively and shit. And my coach, I mean, at the time when I was in high school and shit, I was addicted to COD and video games. I play 8 hours a day of video games, and I'd pull up to the tennis courts to like train with him. And I was like already pissed because I had lost like a game of Search and Destroy, and like I went negative, and my KD was fucked. And so I show up to the tennis courts, and I was just so pissed. And he goes, "Bro, what the fuck is good with you? Like learn to balance playing COD. Like you're an extremist." He told me at like 16, he's like, "You're an extremist. You have an addictive personality. You're fucked unless you find balance." I was told that at 16 from my tennis coach, and I'll never forget it, bro, because it's always been this journey of like, can you find it? That's why I'm telling you, I think
some of us
you could.
aren't capable of doing it.
I think everyone is. It's just so hard, bro. And you got to be stupid. Like,
You have to be locked in. The thing is I'm a big FOMO person. So I get FOMO all the time. So
dude,
like
FOMO is the worst.
yeah, so like and the people I hang around, like these guys are partying all the time. So if in order for me to truly lock in, I would have to just like move somewhere and like I would have to go monk mode. I would have to go live in the mountains or live in some area where there's no females around and like there's nothing to do. That's when I would lock in. Because I have FOMO because people are like, it's so hard for me to be like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to go out when they're inviting me, you know? And then I see them partying and
You're a yes
having
man.
a good time. No, I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man. It's not a yes man mentality.
I think it's a yes
I'm
man
down mentality.
I think it's a yes thing, to be honest. It's like, I hate saying no, bro.
No, but
your
yes,
friends want you to.
but yes man is
I don't even know what a yes man
yes
is.
man
I'm
is
kind of fucked up
offensive.
already.
Yes man is offensive.
Is it?
Yeah,
What's a
yes
yes-
man.
I thought-
Yes man is like, yo, it's like when I say a joke, right? Yes man is like if I say a joke and I look to you and you affirm me, you're just constantly, you would be the yes man.
Oh, I
You're
thought.
constantly like, yeah, you're right. Like, 'cause, like
Oh no, I thought a yes man was just like.
someone who says yes to everything.
I was just like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
people pleaser. Yeah,
not
yeah,
people.
exactly.
Oh, okay. Then I got it mixed up because I thought like for me it's always been.
You
like,
said yes man. I was like, yo, hold up. Like, chill out for a sec.
All right, I'll tell you.
Chill out.
I didn't know what the fuck I
Yeah,
was saying.
yeah. Not a so, but I'm down. I'm always down.
That's the thing.
When-
that's the same thing for me.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the boys.
Whenever-
Even if it's just casual beers, it's just
Yeah,
like.
it's,
all right,
I'm
fuck it.
always down, and then it's never. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, you know me. That's what we say. That's what we say in a group chat when everyone's like, "Yo, do you want to do this?" Is you know me, like, you know I'm down. There's no questions asked. Like I'm down.
Yeah,
That's our mentality, and it's
Oh my
dope.
God.
It's really cool, but at the same time, it's very self-destructive.
Yeah, someone told me recently. It's like I'm not saying no, or something like that. Or she's like,
Yeah, it's like I'm not saying no. So if something comes up and you're dragging me out, like, oh, now I got to go out. It's so easy for me to just be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go out with you.
yeah,
When people are asking like, yo, do you want to come? And it's like, fine. I'll go. That's my problem. So when I'm locked in, I completely channel that. It's like blind. I got blinders on. And the thing is I almost feel bad because during 75 hard, none of us were really, none of my friends were really going out at all when I was on 75 hard because I wasn't down. So I almost felt bad because I'm like, okay, maybe I'm the problem.
You're the anchor.
Yeah, maybe I'm the issue because none of my friends want to go out. It's me because I'm being sober right now. So everyone else is kind of just chilling out. Like my roommate, he was only drinking maybe once every couple of weeks.
Who are you living with right now?
Eric, Madrid.
Oh, okay.
My like OG friend,
bro,
whatever.
Of course.
So
You're still living with Madrid?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he wasn't drinking. Well, he was drinking like a couple times a month.
Is Madrid a degen?
Yeah. He's DJ.
I
He's
just know the
Mexican.
fucking
He's
fat
Mexican,
tat
bro.
he has on his neck and shit. That's fucking
Yeah,
star.
no, he's a degen. He's a degen.
He's Mexican.
Yeah, he's like Mexican though, not like Spanish or Cuban or I don't know what you
I'm
are.
Venezuelan.
But
Well, I was
Venezuelan.
born here. My family's from Venezuela.
Yeah, he's like Mexican.
And you guys were homies since day one, right?
Yeah, since middle school.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, so we dated the same girl
Oh, true.
in middle school. So that's why we have like we had beef at like 12 years old. You know, like dude, you
That's
took my
crazy, bro.
girl. Yeah, and then we just became best friends. Yeah.
And he's been your fucking right hand guy fucking forever.
Yeah, mostly because I had this crazy falling out in high school, like my senior year. I had this whole like hazing scandal in my high school, and
Hazing scandal in high school.
yeah. This would be the first time I ever talk about it on camera.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, he's telling me no. No, essentially what happened is I went to a high school that was very football focused, and it was a 7A school. Like 7A is a pretty big school in the Midwest, and it's a type of town where if you're on football team, you're that guy, right? Because high school football was everything.
Did you play
'Cause
football?
Yeah. The town was so small, but I wasn't good. But I was
You're a
just
receiver.
like, I was scout team, bro. I didn't play but my thing was my energy was always good. Like I was the hype man, is what they would call me. Like I pretty much would just like fuck around at practice, like and just do all the conditioning and pretty much do everything that the other players did, but I wouldn't play at all. And so my thing was like I was the hype man because I had great energy, like how I am now and how I am on social media. I brought that to the high school football team, so they always kept me around, and I would hype everybody up and get the crowd going whenever they need, like anything that they needed. I was there. So pretty much I was that guy, but I didn't play. So I was a star bench player, and we had this hazing scandal where essentially my high school has been known to do like a lot of like hazing and a bunch of stuff that I'm not really going to get into. But I was involved, and my parents had found out. And so my mom's a tiger mom, bro. She's Asian. So she was like, I'm not standing for this.
What do you mean tiger mom?
Tiger mom is like very overprotective, like willing to fight anybody over her son, you know?
Are your parents strict?
Yeah.
You
Very
had strict parents in high school?
Yeah, super strict. I think that's why I'm such a crash out now, because they were so restrictive when I was younger. So I'm like trying to defy them in a certain way. Like that's why I'm all tattooed up, bro. Like because they would always tell me no tattoos. So as soon as I started making my own money, I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna get my whole fucking body's blasted, you know.
Where in Asia are they from again?
My mom's Korean.
Okay.
My dad's Italian, so he's also a hardo because he's Italian.
Oh, so you have no like American blood in you.
No. Yeah,
You're a foreigner.
I'm completely immigrant. Yeah.
That's
So
lit.
first generation American. So
That's the same thing for me.
yeah,
Everyone in my family's from South America.
yeah, and that's sick.
It's fire.
And is your mom strict?
No, at all.
Okay.
My parents, because the thing with like Hispanics, bro, it's like I was drinking with them at 14 and shit. You know what I mean? Like at 14, 15.
Yeah, I guess it's different for.
I have like
for,
a rum and coke with my fucking dad, like before I'm fucking have a driver's license.
Yeah,
You know, and
I guess that's different for
it's so,
Hispanics.
that's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, I mean, we'll finish with the hazing.
Oh yeah,
if
so
you can.
Essentially, my parents filed a lawsuit against the school, so against the administration, and it was this whole thing because I was so obsessed with the football team where I didn't want to believe it. So originally, when I asked them, I was like, "Yo, did you guys sue the?" Because it's public, right? So we had news reporters, we had case reports. Like literally, it was the talk of the whole state. Essentially, like northwest suburbs of Chicago was the talk of the whole state. Everyone's like, "Who is suing?" Because I was a minor, so they weren't allowed to say my name. So everyone was like, "Who's suing? What's going on? What's going on?" And people
So
were
they didn't know the hype man's parents.
Yeah.
Were suing the school.
Yeah, and I didn't even know at the time. So I would ask them, I was like, "Yo, are y'all suing the school?" And they were like, "No, we're not. No, we're not." So they lied to me, and that's one of the things I don't have. I still have a relationship with my parents, but at the time, I didn't even want to be associated with them because in my mind, high school football was my life. So all my friends on the football team kind of turned they weren't cool with me anymore. And but that's why Madrid, Eric means so much to me, is because during that time he was still like my boy, because he didn't give a fuck.
He's
like,
a real one.
Yeah, exactly. So he stuck with me for a whole like 2 years while everyone else was like talking shit about me, like didn't like me anymore. And to someone who's extroverted and likes to have friends and socialize, that's like a dagger for me when people don't want to hang out with me. So that like ruined me, and so that's why I hated my parents. Essentially, everyone found out that it was me just through like
bullshit gossip.
Yeah. Gossip, whatever. Some dude, the whole thing, he copy and pasted the case report PDF, and all the parts where it was blocked out, where it had my name, when he copied it into a Word doc, all the blocked out parts still pasted. So he essentially found all the classified stuff. So they found out it was me. And so when that happened, I was like with my parents, like crying to them, fighting with them, like, what did you guys do? You ruined my life, this and that. But to be honest, we were doing like, the school was fucked up. Like we were doing bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so they sued the school, got a settlement. Like they didn't take it to trial, but we got a settlement, and that paid for like 2 years of my school in college, which was cool. Yeah, which was cool. It was $250,000, and then like $90,000 attorney fees, I think, and then.
So you won.
Yeah. So I had like 120,000 to my name, and it went to tuition at the Citadel, which is $54,000 a month or a year out of state tuition. So it was expensive as fuck.
That's insane.
Yeah. So realistically, I never got any of that money, but it went to school. And so after that, Madrid was like still my boy, and that's why to me he's like my like ride or die, you know, because in that, even though I was only 17 or 16, I was still like so vulnerable.
Yeah. At
that time, you know, you're still developing, and those years are so crucial.
100%.
So when he was there for me, it like means everything to me. So that's why I'm still boys with him.
No, that's a day one homie.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, it's funny because I was gonna ask you. I mean, having strict parents. So like, when you were still in college, when you started posting just heinous fucking TikToks, what's up, pussies?
Yeah.
Were they ever aware of like the content?
No, they had no idea.
They had
until
no
I
idea.
told them like, yo, like check it out, I'm getting all these views, because my parents are pretty old. They don't really understand. Now they do.
Yeah.
But back
you're
then,
ripping beers with your dad now at the crib in LA and shit on Sunday football.
Yeah.
It's fucking hype.
So now they understand it.
Full circle.
But back then it was so hard to describe. Like, think about TikTok right when it blew up. Imagine trying to explain that to 70-year-olds.
Yeah.
Or my dad's like 69. So imagine trying to explain that to someone who's so old. You know, not trying to like dog my parents, but like they're pretty old.
I had a tough time explaining it to my parents, and they're mid-late 40s.
Yeah.
My parents had me when they were fucking 20.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, look, I'm getting all these views, and like here I'm making this much from this company, this much from that company. Mom's like, I don't care. You're not dropping out of school. So then one day I literally walked out of my chemistry class because my chemistry teacher was such a fucking asshole. He was looking around. I remember one day, he was looking around the classroom, and he was like, see everybody that's not here? Because we had like, for some reason, everybody skipped. He was like, you see everybody that's not here? They're going to be losers in life. And that just stuck with me. I was just like, yo, that's kind of like fucked up. And then I failed a test, and I was like, you know what? I'm not coming back. So I walked out. He gave me like.
What were you studying? You were studying. Sorry to cut you off. What were you studying?
Exercise science. So I was gonna be a physical therapist or an athletic trainer. So they were handing out all these like the tests, and I remember getting my test back. I literally walked out, and I never went back. I told my parents that day. I was like, I'm dropping out of school. My mom, dude, I won't forget, bro. She was bawling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bawling.
How many follows you had at the time?
Dude, I have no idea. Maybe like.
But that was a lot at the time. Like,
maybe like
150K on TikTok was insane.
like, dude, maybe like 50K on IG or on TikTok, and like 30, 40K on Instagram.
Your videos were
yeah,
going
it
nuts.
was different back then. Back then it was different, and also it wasn't about the cloud as well. It was more about the money, because I was bringing in like $7 to $10 a month, which is like pretty insane for a college kid. Like, that's good money. That's, what is it, $60 a year or whatever, $70 a year.
That's insane.
So I'm telling
nowadays, if you're not making 6 figures in this economy, you're
Yeah.
fucking cooked.
Yeah,
Back
100%.
then, you were on cloud 9,
for
brother.
sure.
You
This
know
was
what I
like
mean?
this was 2021, you know,
Yeah.
like and I was trying to explain to my mom like, look, mom, like I'm making this money. She was like, show me a person who does it long term. And I showed her Bro Science Life. I was like, look what he's done. He's been posting videos for 8 years. He's got all this merch and he's like living in LA, this and that. She's like, I don't care. I don't want to see it. So she was bawling. She pretty much kicked me out the house. She was like, if you're not gonna, she told me, if you're not gonna go to school, you're not gonna live here, because there's no like you're 18, go do your thing. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I reached out to James, and James was like, yo, I'm trying to also move out. Let's move to Texas.
Bro, that was so crazy.
Yeah. James was like, I'm also trying to move out. Christian Guzman is opening this gym in Houston. We should go. And I didn't know anything about the fitness industry. I didn't know Christian Guzman. I didn't know Jim Shark. I didn't know about any of that. And I was just like, fuck it, let's go. Because I was never into that.
Yeah.
I started lifting at 18.
Bro, I remember when you posted that first video with James pulling up in your blue
Ford
Ford
Focus.
Focus?
Yeah.
and James was in the other whip, and you guys like pulled up from the airport and shit. That
Yeah.
was so crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I picked him up and we road tripped all the way. Dude, now that I'm thinking about it, it was so sad. Like my dad was like tearing up a little bit because he was like, all right, like I'll see you later, you know.
That's
and
nuts,
and
dude.
yeah, literally we had no plan. We were going to an Airbnb. We had no plan whatsoever.
Bro. But
We took the leap, bro.
I want to go back into like the. Are we good?
Yeah.
I want to go back into like, dude, because so many people now, they didn't see the fucking, like you as the first motherfucker with Young LA. Like one of the first people, right? Like it was John Skywalker at the time, which or no, or was he not? Were you guys at the same time? You're good. Yeah, my bad. I'm fucking pepped now.
You're good.
Yes.
Um,
I'm at
this
number,
is this is 3.
I
Yeah,
think this is 3 as well.
This is 3.
Did you get?
We're
soda?
breaking the record
That's straight
today.
that's straight tech.
That's
straight tech?
Yeah,
That's
Are we rolling? Dude, y'all missed a really good conversation that y'all will never know. We continued the podcast, but just the after dark version.
We're gonna have to drop it on.
Yeah, my bad.
We're gonna have to drop it on Rumble.
So what were we talking about? We were talking about
Yeah. So you're fucking. So what I asked you was.
Yeah. So I wasn't the first, but I was definitely like the first of the TikTok kids. Like
With Young LA.
Yeah, with Young LA. So originally it was just like Giordani, John Skywalker. How's this? I'm gonna just like do that. Giordani, John Skywalker, mostly like bodybuilder guys. And I was the first like TikTok generation guy. So that was sick. So I was like 19 years old, making like 10 grand a month. They flew me out to LA. I'm like driving Lamborghinis and shit. It was sick.
I remember when you got the first Young LA fucking. You were unboxing on TikTok and all that shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking insane.
Yeah, and like I had girls DMing me, and I would go to LA, and like I met up with like some girl. I picked her up in the our boss's Huracan. Wasn't even my car. Take her to dinner, drunk driving and shit.
And
yeah.
Young LA had how many athletes at the time? Drunk driving.
Dude, maybe like 20. Yeah,
20
maybe
athletes?
Like 20. Yeah, I don't know, maybe 20, maybe.
And how did you find them at the time though, bro?
John Skywalker, because I was a huge fan of John Skywalker. When I got into the industry, I was like, okay, like I need to start following people, and I figured out who John was, who was like super open about steroids, like partied, looked sick, 6'4", Asian, pretty much me, like bitches, drugs, and I was like, which by the way, John, I hope you get well.
I was gonna ask you about that, but finish.
Yeah, and so I just was super inspired, I guess is the word, but it really shouldn't be, but got his merch, and yeah, so that's who I followed.
It literally went Ziz, John, and then you were there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the whole.
Dude, people would literally like compare me to Ziz and John. I'm like, dude, y'all are fucking crazy, because I almost felt like I had what's it called? Imposter syndrome. Yeah, I almost thought I had imposter syndrome, because I was like, I'm just a kid. I didn't even know who these guys were 6 months ago. I'm phony as fuck. Like I'm kind of just like living into this Ziz hard style montage, all that stuff. Like that never was my thing in high school.
It was so hype.
Yeah.
I think that was like, from someone who's. I mean, I'm a, like you say, a fucking your job is scrolling on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah,
Professional fucking
yeah.
scroller.
I scroll reels.
That
for a
was
living.
golden era of fucking, like, I still don't think, like, there's so much great content now, but that period of time where it was just like the first window of unhinged content, where it was like, these fuckers just don't care.
Now that I'm
That's
where
what I
I'm
keep
at,
telling you, bro.
bro. Now that I'm where I am now, I look back at it, I'm like, dude, we were like genuinely famous. Like anywhere we would go, there would be kids like photo Soosh, this and that, like James English. Like it was insane. I didn't realize how ballin' we were at the time. Now
nuts.
I'm like, now I get it. So now when people come see me and like wherever I'm at, it's like, oh, yo, that's sick. Like, what's up? But back then I was just like, oh yeah, this is regular shit, whatever. You know, like, because we would go anywhere, Topgolf, dinner, club, gym. It was just always people meeting us.
That's why I told you that fucking. I think you were so early.
Yeah.
Like, because now what you see with like the Sulik and the more like raw content and stuff like that, it's like you were so early to that. I feel like that type of like vibe of content of just like phone to the face, yapping, talking, making jokes and shit.
Yeah.
And like now that's what people love, and that's why I keep telling you, bro. Like I feel like it's still fucking like you.
For sure,
it would be nuts.
It's almost like you have to have it though. You know, like you can't force it.
100%. But I got, dude, a lot of like your style of content was kind of like when I saw your shit, I was just like, if I made content it would be something along these lines.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be pick up the phone, talk, and just fucking crack jokes and do fuck shit.
Yeah, literally whenever back then it was whenever I thought of something that was funny or just thought of it to myself, I would say it to the phone and like come up with like some way to have a like a punchline or some way just making it funny, or like telling a story in a certain way, and then like it would kill.
When did you come up with "What's Up, Pussies"?
I don't know. I have no idea. Because
it
was like the third video I did, and I think it's because when I posted it, everyone thought it was so funny. Like, "What's up, pussy?" Like they were all commenting it, and I was like, okay, this is funny. Everyone thinks it's funny, so I just kept on doing it, and that became my thing.
When I was making content before you ever started or anything, or we spoke, I was saying, "What up, fat fucks?"
Mm-hmm.
And it fucking went crazy.
Yeah.
And like people fucking initially, like when I was like getting like 10, 20, 30K, I was like, "Yo, what up, fat fucks?"
Mm-hmm.
And I got that.
And I think people are just like so caught off guard where they're just like, okay, I gotta listen to this guy, what he's about to say, because he just called me a fat fucker, he called me a pussy. You know? So
well, when did you choose to fucking say goodbye to the natty life?
When I was,
because that was the initial thing that I was thinking about. You said you had really strict parents.
Well,
and then suddenly you're fucking talking openly about taking SARMs, and this was the beginning of the SARMs.
The golden era.
The golden era of SARMs of Austrian and Rad 140.
Everybody was on
and
SARMs.
all that shit. You had me watching 2 hours worth of fucking Derek videos trying to understand what is this guy doing.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I did SARMs in college, because I was at a military school, like I said, and I was also like very skinny. I was 6'3", same height, and I was skinny as fuck. I was skinny fat, and they used to call me Chopstick. Like they used to call me Chopstick.
I used to get called Manatee because I was so fat.
Yeah, so
Horrible.
same thing. Yeah. They used to call me Chopstick. I was like, you know what? Fuck this, bro. So I went up to the biggest guy in our grade that I knew. I was like, bro, I gotta get fucking jacked. He started like training with me. We'd go to the mess hall together, like the food court. Go to the food court. We'd eat as much food as we could, and then he got me on LGD, which I'm pretty sure at the time was just D-ball, like because I got gyno and everything. But I fucking gained like 25 pounds, and like because we call it a duty shirt, like your uniform, and my uniform used to be like baggy like this, right? And then 2 months later, I was fucking filling that shit out.
You responded incredibly.
I was like, and so all the upperclassmen would give me shit. They were like, "Man, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? You taking SARMs? You taking this and that? Like, what are you doing? You're in the gym. You're getting big. You think you're bigger than us?" They would just give me shit for it, and I was like, "Okay, I got like this is dope." So that's why I got into it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give a fuck about my testosterone or any of that.
Were you ever getting blood work or looking at anything?
No. Not in college, bro. In college is college. Like
you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're just trying to get fucking jacked as shit. Because at the time, in that type of environment, all you care about is booze and
bitches,
and not even bitches, because there were no bitches around.
Oh, true.
So it was literally just like alpha mailing your people around you, because it's like military. Like that's how it is. Like pretty much being bigger and stronger and scarier than the dude next to you.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, because we were freshmen, so like the freshmen got picked on a lot.
Yeah, you were in the most fucking toxic masculine environment possible.
Exactly. No bitches, no one could fuck. Like it was literally
get jacked and who's the fucking baddest motherfucker.
Exactly.
So that was part of like the reason you were like, besides, from chopsticks to like getting on.
Because I didn't give a fuck. Because like even now, like I say, like whenever I do anything, it's balls to the wall. So in college, it was LGD. I was on SARMs, and I was going to the mess hall. I would never miss a meal because we only got 3 meals a day, and there was no like snacks or anything. So it was 3 meals a day. I never missed a meal, bro. I was always there like early in the morning or before we had like physical training in the morning at like 5 a.m. I would go right after before class because as a freshman, you don't have much like freedom, but never missed a meal. I was the guy with like mass gainer, protein shakes, like all in my room, like in the upperclassmen would come and like steal it or whatever. But like I was balls to the wall trying to get fucking jacked as shit. Cause I was tired of people calling me chopstick and saying I was skinny. But then once I saw the positive, once I saw once I saw people praise me for it a little bit, I was like, okay, this is fucking sick. Because every guy wants to be big.
Yeah.
Every kid, every dude wants to like look better. And you're lying if you don't.
Yeah.
And it still goes true to this day. That's why I'm still doing what I'm doing, because I'm drinking, I'm doing all these things, but I still look okay. And so that's why my content's desirable.
100%. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
LGD for the first. I don't even know much about SARMs, but
Yeah.
I mean, I remember also fucking, what was his name? The South African kid.
Josh Bryant.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah.
I spoke to him for the first time recently because he just popped out of nowhere and made a TikTok because crypto is going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the same thing happened to him. I mean, not the same thing happened to him, but I'm saying he took SARMs and then he made that video, and then Greg Doucette, and everyone was fucking talking about like this whole like SARM
pandemic.
It was the SARM epidemic, bro.
Yeah, it was. And then all these companies, because SARMs, the thing with SARMs is so expensive. Like the chemistry, I'm not going to sound like a nerd, but like SARMs are just way more complex than steroids. So all these SARMs that we thought we were taking, it was just like D-ball, Winstrol, like cheap ass steroids.
Fake.
Yeah, fake. And so it fucked up everybody. Like,
do you regret any of it?
I got no, dude. Look, like I would not be where I am without steroids.
That's so
like
crazy,
no chance.
And so what do you think, like looking back at the golden SARM era when you were making, TikToks and everything was going on? I feel like it's coming back.
Is it? I have no idea, dude. I don't really consume like fitness content anymore.
But like right now with like Togi and I mean Alex Eubank is now on fucking Best and stuff. I feel like a lot of people are. I mean, I feel like it's coming back a little bit. Like,
yeah, it might. It very well might be. I think at this point, well, with TRT and how loose it's become, just in the recent years, like it's just more. No, like more people are on TRT. My dad's on TRT. It's just easier to get. So I think with that combined with social media, everyone's kind of just saying fuck it, hop on. Because if you can maintain a physique, like the physique that I maintain is, don't get me wrong, it's nothing crazy, but with doing what I'm doing, drinking and three days
impossible.
a week, but to be able to maintain this physique, it's pretty cool. Like I feel good. I'm confident enough to take my shirt off, be around women, and also party half the week. It's pretty sick. And then I'm not telling y'all to get on steroids. I'm just saying like it's fucking dope to be able to do that and also this.
What are the honestly, like, what are the trade-offs though with it? Like, are you concerned at all about like fucking? Because like from what I know, from like a fucking face value and like what I've read, it's like the heart, and like once you start, you can't stop. But like I've heard also that if you take like 200 milligrams a week or whatever it is, like you'll be fine for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I've only done more than half a gram. It was one cycle. So now anytime I do anything, it's under half a gram a week. So it's super
That's
light.
500 milligrams.
Yeah. So it's super light. So like right now I'm just on 300 tests a week.
What was it like the first time you injected your ass?
I think I did 300 milligrams of tests.
Is it scary?
Yeah. No, I did my shoulder in a truck in the parking lot of a Costco because that's where I worked. And my dealer who was my friend that I met at the gym, I was like, yo, I'm trying to get on like the real shit. He was like, I got you, bro. And he
How old
picked
are you?
19. I had no business being on steroids, but he's the nicest guy ever. He's like, yeah, fuck it, I got you. You want to get jacked? I got you. And so he picked me up in the Costco of where I worked, and in the truck he had like everything laid out for me, loaded up the syringe, and he was like, here you go. And I was like, right now? He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it for you. Like, I want you to. He was like, you need to do it now so I can see you do it so you're good, in the future. And I'm like, fuck it. My hands were shaking. I had this fucking needle in this guy's truck in the parking lot of where I worked. And my hands were shaking, and he's like, okay, yeah, there you go. And I was like, dude, so scared. And I fucking just did that in my delt.
It's like the first time I smoked weed and shit. I was tweaking the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I was freaking out.
Needle's crazy though, bro.
Yeah. But once you get over it, it's like you're good. Like now I'm not scared. I mean, everyone's kind of scared of needles because it's gross. I don't like getting blood work done. Like I still to this day don't like getting blood work done because blood work sucks. It's a fat ass needle because they draw it. They're not pushing anything in. They're drawing it. So the needle's always big and it's fucking thick as fuck. Goes into your vein right here. It sucks. So I don't like getting blood work done. But
so what's your T at?
I don't have a problem. Right now it's probably around 1,500.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Which is sick because I do all this stuff that's like terrible for testosterone, drinking.
And does
sleep.
Is testosterone at all sketchy on the liver?
No. It's generally pretty clean. Besides, well, test at higher doses is like kind of dirty, but lower dose like this, I'm blessed with really good liver genetics. Because I'm Korean, like
because you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Is like, dude, I ran Tren.
Oh, bro.
Like,
whoa. I remember that time, bro.
Yeah.
Where you went. I remember.
I went balls to the wall, like Tren, test,
acne,
cleanse.
and like you took Accutane,
yeah.
and you were so fucked, bro.
Yeah.
And then
I was shredded as fuck. But I was on Accutane and Tren at the same time. So Accutane, which is probably the most liver toxic thing that you can take. Like
I took Accutane for 11 months. 11 months I took Accutane.
And so you did like
11,400 milligrams of Accutane.
And so you did like blood work and all of that every
bro,
other.
I had such bad acne in high school, and I got on Accutane, and I remember like 5 months in, dude, it was so bad, the acne that I had because you purged.
Yeah.
And the fucking the dermatologist was like, yo, you shouldn't take pre-workout, you shouldn't fucking do any of these fucking gym supplements. I was like, fuck it. And I was taking everything, and I think at one point they were like, yeah, something in your liver is just not too great, but
yeah, probably.
I was taking 60 milligrams a day.
You probably had elevated liver enzymes. So not to like one up you, I was on 90 milligrams of Accutane, and I was also on Tren, which is super liver toxic. So Accutane, which is super liver toxic, and then that's why they tell you not to drink on Accutane because it's already super liver toxic.
I was boozing.
So I was on Accutane, and I was on Tren, and my liver enzymes were in range the whole time. So I'm thinking, bro, I'm the GOAT. I'm thinking I can get away with anything. And I did. I continued to run Tren, and I was on Accutane, and I was fucking shredded as shit. I was on Anavar. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was drinking. Because my liver because in order to get my next script, I would have to get blood work. And my liver enzymes were always in check. So I'm blessed in the liver enzyme department, and I think it's because I'm Korean. Because Koreans, they drink a lot of fucking alcohol. So over time, it's just like it's in the genes.
Dude, there's some, I mean, I don't know what place in Asia it is, but some of those fucking Asian bodybuilders, bro, are out of control.
Yeah, it's
Just
probably
massive
because their organs can handle it. I don't know what it is.
That's insane.
And like we always have really good hair. Like our hair's like
yeah, you're chilling.
Yeah, like I had because recently I took a little bit of Primo for 8 weeks and like I started to recede and so I stopped it. I was like, it's not worth it.
Wait, how quickly do you see results on Tren?
Tren's cool, but it's not yeah.
Because that's the biggest meme in the fucking steroid world.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
it's the biggest meme. I was only on 100 milligrams a week.
What I mean, I know that there's like an anabolic to androgenic ratio of certain like drugs and peptides and all that shit. And then Tren is like the holy grail of like, you take Tren, you're going to become a god.
Yeah. The thing is, like if you take Tren and you eat like if you take 100 milligrams, like I was on 100 milligrams. So I was always really chill with all my dosages because I had Derek. Derek was always behind, like on my side and like telling me what to do. He was in my corner. So I never pushed anything crazy. But when I was on it really, it's tough to say, man, because I wish I had more knowledge, because I think that if I would have taken like 500, I would have been like even more crazy. But I kind of used it more as like a tool. At 100 milligrams a week, I thought that was enough for me to, get me lean, get me dry, and like fill me out a little bit. But there's some guys who take like 500 milligrams or a gram of Tren along with like a gram of test, and they look fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to answer that because I don't know.
But what do you feel like psychologically? Do you feel crazy?
Yeah, you don't feel it in the moment, because in the moment you just think you're normal. I genuinely thought I was like a god. Like
you wake up and you're just like,
I'm like, yo, I'm the GOAT. Like even at 100 milligrams, I just felt my my sense of well-being was just higher. I just felt like I was that guy. I had like one episode of paranoia at like one time. I thought my girlfriend was cheating on me, and I was like, no, this has to be Tren because. So that was only one time where I thought, because have you heard like the horror stories of paranoia?
I mean, I've heard a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
Just
but
like you turn
I was
into
always
a psychopath, like anger management / fucking you want to just slice someone open and shit.
Yeah, and I was always really scared of that, and also because I'm active on social media, so someone would know if I'm being like schizo as fuck. So I was always very careful with that. So I never pushed it. There was like 1 week where I did push it towards the end of my cycle, and I did like 800 milligrams for like a week, but that was just because I was being stupid, like with my boy, and I didn't really feel anything from that just because it was such a short amount of time. But Tren's not like a miracle drug. It's not.
I don't even know what it is, but it's just some.
Yeah, no, neither do I. But I put it in my ass. So yeah, like none of us know what any of this shit. This shit's like cooked in someone's bathtub, bro. Like no one ever knows what it is.
Is it expensive?
No, dude, steroids are so cheap. If you're getting them from a dealer, they're so cheap. I get mine from like a pharmacy, and it's like $600 a month. So it's expensive as fuck. But
for TRT.
Yeah. But now it's like, if you go to a dealer like at your gym, it's like $60 a vial, like $60 for like a month essentially.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It hasn't crossed my mind to go up to like some fucking jacked ass motherfucker and ask him for any of that shit.
That's what I did at 19. Because I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know. And I obviously knew this guy was juiced. And I was like, yo, bro, like, what's your source? And he's like, I got you. What do you need? And that was that. Because all these guys, it's kind of like someone who does cocaine, right? Like, if I'm doing blow, I want you to do blow with me. That's how steroids is. So when if I'm at the gym and some dude's like, yo, I need some steroids, I got you. Because I want you to do it with me. I don't want to be like the only guy who's on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be the only guy doing blow. So I'm gonna ask you, like, yo, let's do some blow.
Oh, dude, that's so fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how I compare it.
Bro, and it's so fucked because I feel like most people you see on social media now, bro, they're just not natty at all.
Yeah.
Like 90% of people.
Yeah, I mean, I think
what you were saying before about, you know, someone who works a 9 to 5 and shit, because I always think about this shit. Like, now that I'm doing content full time and, you know, I have 24 hours in the day to dedicate to making videos and going to the gym, and I'm not taking anything, it's like you still can't compare yourself to some of these fucking people who are like hardcore fitness influencers.
Yeah, you can't.
It's like, bro, if you're in good shape and you work a normal job, like
that's enough. That's enough.
That's the
if you're not fat,
you
and
can't compare
yeah,
yourself.
if
bro.
you go into an office every day and you're under blue light and you're in that bitch for 6 hours, 7 hours of the day, and you don't look fat, then that's a W.
That's such a W.
All of us, like, you can't look at us because we don't do any, like, we don't have a job. We have no set schedule, you know, like, we're not.
It's not a problem to count your calories.
Yeah.
It's
like easy. That. It's easy for us. So if you're fat and out of shape, just blame it on that. It's easy out for you guys, and then just go to the bar and drink some Guinness
and get fucking hammered.
Yeah.
You're a big Guinness guy, huh?
Yeah. He got me on it because we went to Europe. We went to London. That was so fun, dude. Him and I went to London, and
dude, I wish I was coming with you on this Euro tour, bro.
Yeah, no.
It would be so funny if it was all if we vlogged like some crazy.
You still can't. It's only 10 days, bro. You still can.
I can't.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
I can't.
You
bro.
shouldn't.
We're gonna have to We're gonna have to do that at some point.
Yeah, no, because I'm trying to travel more.
I really want to travel and
Yeah.
fucking. I actually might be going to Thailand in January.
You like ladyboys?
I don't, dude. I've seen some videos of ladyboys that if I didn't know they were ladyboys, straight up, I hate to admit it, rockets.
Yeah.
I don't. How the fuck do they do that?
I think they start them at a young age, so that before
But they don't get the surgery.
Oh, they don't.
I
So
thought
they're just like genuinely dudes.
No,
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
I mean they still have their Johnson.
I don't know though.
That's only happening in the U.S. I thought.
Oh, the surgery?
Yeah. Nah.
It's just not common.
I mean, this comes up in my stream all the time. Trans and all that.
How
Like,
come?
I would fuck a 10 out of 10 trans before I fucked a 2 out of 10
Yeah.
woman. Girl. Yeah, that's like one of the questions that comes up all the time. It's like, would you rather fuck a 10 out of 10 trans or a literal one girl. Like, I'm talking 500-pound Hillary Clinton looking motherfucker, or Megan Fox Transformers with a dick.
That's crazy, bro. I can't even answer that.
Because you know what the answer is. Because you know what the answer is. Don't be ashamed, bro. That's all I'm saying. It just makes you think. That's all I'm saying.
Have you been to Thailand though?
No, I've never been.
So maybe we'll do Asia. Fucking. I mean, you were just in
don't know.
Asia, bro. Were you both there? Here,
We were
here as
we were
well?
in Japan. We were in Tokyo.
Bro, that video of you walking.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
That video of you walking over everyone
Oh,
shirtless,
yeah, it was
bro. You're the
sick.
tallest motherfucker
Yeah,
there.
it was
That was
sick.
insane.
Japan was sick, and they party hard as fuck. And the girls are hot.
Bro, people there chain smoke cigarettes and drink whiskey. Or,
Yeah, it's dope. That's all they do is they drink and they smoke. That's all they do.
Is it expensive?
Tokyo's expensive. Tokyo is like New York, bro. Like it's expensive.
That's fucked.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's all the restaurants are expensive, the hotels are expensive, drinks, whatever. But that it's Tokyo, like it's the capital of fucking Japan. You know, like it's New York. So shopping, hype beast, everyone's walking around, drip the fuck up. Like
There's a lot of money there.
yeah.
For sure 40% of Japan lives in Tokyo.
40% of Japan lives in Tokyo.
How long were you there for?
I was there for like 9 days. I actually had I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did.
Bro, part of me feels like if you're gonna go out there, you can't go there for like less than 3 weeks though. Or is that bullshit?
I get home like I think it was like 11 days in Europe, and I was like ready to go home. But I also went to Amsterdam and like fucked in the red light district and did a bunch of bad shit, you know.
Dude, when I was in Amsterdam and walked past the red light district for the first time ever,
Did
I didn't even.
Did you inquire?
No, I didn't inquire.
It's a blast. It's really
He
sick. You
he
did?
inquired heavily, and it was
Yeah, it's sick.
No.
You have to. How are you gonna go to somewhere where it's like that's what they're known for and not taste the food? That's what I always say.
I agree, and if I went back, I'd inquire. But when I was there, dude, I remember I didn't know that I was about to walk into the red light district, and suddenly I looked to my left, and it's just all these little windows with the red light, bro. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And there was like bitches with their tits out,
Yeah,
and they're like,
bro.
"Oh, hi." Like,
Insane, dude.
Yeah.
And you just see people walking in and out the doors and shit. I was
Yeah.
like, holy.
I was a little bit embarrassed when I walked out of mine. I'm not gonna lie. Going in, I was like, "Yo, let's go!" But then after the post no clarity, and I came out the door, I literally was like looking around, like, "Fuck, don't look at me," like, because there's a hella people walking in the alley, you know. So I came out the door and I was like super embarrassed and I put my head down.
So where are you gonna go in Europe right now?
I'm gonna go to Berlin, and then, which Berlin is a fucking crazy party
Do
scene.
you fuck with electronic music?
I
you used to listen
I
to
do,
hard
I
style
do,
and
I
shit.
do, I do. Berlin's
had a
like
hard
super
style
hard
phase.
techno.
Yeah.
Berlin's like deep techno.
Ah,
Like
Berlin is the fucking techno house music capital of the world.
yeah. So I like Berlin. So we're gonna go to Berlin, and then we're gonna go to Vienna, or no, Prague, which is in Czech, and then Vienna in Austria.
Who are you going with?
Well, he was coming with me, but I don't think he's gonna come to Berlin. So I literally might be rolling Berlin alone.
No, you're not.
I might go to Berlin alone. Yeah, because I already have my shit booked. So like,
Have you been before?
nah.
Dude, I was in Berlin once, and you get weird looks if you're white and like American, and they can tell you're American, but you don't really look that U.S. and shit.
What do you mean though?
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, what were you wearing?
I'm just saying, like,
Depends
when I was with my boy, like, I went there in 2019 with my boys,
Uh-huh.
and it was like me and 3 homies, and like, I mean, just like loud, being loud and shit, and
Oh,
like,
because you're American. You're annoying.
people fucking look at you and they're like, I want to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like-
And Berlin's full of fucking, because I've been on Hinge, in Berlin Hinge.
Berlin Hinge is crazy.
All these girls are like tatted up. I asked them what do they think about Americans. They're like, no, we don't like you. But obviously they want to fuck because, you know.
They see like a fucking foreign.
They're like, I don't give a fuck if he's American. That's kind of the vibe I get. But I don't know because he's not going anymore to Berlin, so I'm a little bit upset. So we'll see. I might have to run it alone.
So who's going with you? Everywhere else.
Him, and then I have the guy that does my tattoos, but he hasn't been responding lately, so I think he might drop out too. So I literally might be going to Berlin alone, which I don't care at this point. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Give me fucking drugs, and I'm there. Like, I'll try anything if I'm alone. There's no stop. There's no good conscience.
Bro, Berlin is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When I was there, it was insane.
There's
I
this
had
club.
a fucked up night there once, to be honest. We went to the most. We ended up going to like the most touristy fucking club in all of Berlin. I forgot what it was called, but it was like $1,000 for like a 6-liter Belvedere. you know those like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
vodka bottle that's
Yeah,
this big,
yeah.
like the size of your fucking leg. And me and all the boys, we split like $70 each. Just like 8, 9, 10 boys, met other people and shit. We got so trashed, bro. I remember my boy was carrying me out the club, and they were so concerned, right? People they thought I was like not like done for, got drugged. And I was just cooked. And I thought I got drugged because there's these 2 little blonde fucking German girls who were at the table fucking dancing with us and shit, and they were just fucking looking weird and stuff. And I was like, the drug scene out there is insane.
There's this club I want to go to.
Berghain?
Well, there's Berghain, but I don't know if I'll be able to get in.
You got to put on mascara and fucking.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll go to Berghain because I don't even think I'll be able to get in. But there's this other club called KitKat.
Oh, that one's crazy. I heard.
Yeah. This dude was telling me they make you take off your like as soon as you get in, you take off your shirt. And then he walked in, and there was just people, like, dudes eating these girls' asses out on the dance floor. Like, the girls are on their knees, butt naked. These guys are eating their ass. Then you turn around, and there's dudes jerking off in the corner. Like,
it's just a fucking room.
Yeah, it's just like an orgy party. So I really want to go there. But if I got to go alone, I got to go alone. But honestly, if I go alone, my chances are better at getting into these places.
1000%. Have you ever seen this guy on YouTube called Kurt Kaz?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, he is an animal.
That's mean.
Do you watch his vlogs?
Yeah.
Bro,
I wanted to do KitKat style stuff, like the dial gen.
Do that so bad.
Like a dialed world tour is what I would call it. And I was gonna travel and like go to like Brazil. We were gonna go to Rio. We almost went to Rio. Him and I.
Bro, that is exactly what I've told. I've DM'd him, bro, 50 times because I just want to hear his stories and like fucking. He loves to drink.
Yeah.
And he loves fucking. He's
a DJ for sure.
DJ.
And he just goes out and fucks and like travels.
Bro, I don't understand how the fuck that guy has he has balls of steel, dude. He is
for sure.
Going to the sketchiest places.
And he's
ever.
got a camera. He's carrying a camera. He's talking to people.
But he's just like one of those little.
He's got bitches.
Just normal fucking.
Yeah. He's a beast.
That's exactly because, bro, I feel like travel content is the sickest fucking thing.
Yeah, you travel for a living.
But I'm saying, like, in general, just like if you're like someone who lives in the U.S. and you go somewhere else and you're like, you know, Berlin or Asia or anywhere, and you're vlogging and people are seeing it from your point of view because you're not a local and shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck is this?
It's sick. It's sick. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a dialed
I really
world
want to
tour.
do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
We should set up a dialed world tour.
I'm down.
2025.
Bro, you know me. That's what I said. You know me. Like, I'm down. Just let me know.
If it wasn't now, I would be doing it.
You still can, bro.
Nah, we can't.
Just lock in January 1st, New Year. That's what I'm doing.
But if you actually want to go to maybe fucking Thailand, we could probably do that shit. There's a crazy.
I don't know if I want to go to Thailand. I'm kind of over like Asia for a little bit.
Really?
After I was in Japan. Yeah, I don't like Asian women.
Asian women?
Yeah, I don't like Asian women. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm Asian, so I think like that's why I don't like Asian women.
Jesus.
I like white girls, and I like European girls, like Eastern Europe, like Russian girls, like tatted up. Oh, dude, smoke cigarettes. Like that's
Cigarettes are hot.
Yeah. When a girl smokes cigarettes, it's over. I'm
Bro,
like, you could be a 5, and if if you pull out a fucking cigarette, you're an 8 for me. I swear to God.
Dude, if a girl's hitting a geek bar versus a girl hitting like a fucking Marlboro
Red, like a super skinny,
and she's
like
just standing there on the sidewalk, like outside of a bar, just smoking it with like one of those lights shining over her.
Yeah,
that shit's hot.
Oh, it's the best. It's literally the best. Or like after you fuck and
you don't
then
vape?
Cigarette. I don't vape anymore. I used to vape, but I'll vape when I'm drunk if someone has it around. But I smoke cigarettes now.
That's what I've been saying. It's like I think. Oh no, I mean, bro, you posted that video fucking 3 weeks ago where it's like cigarettes are better than fucking vaping. It's the way
it is.
It is the way to go.
Now in this generation people who were smoking a pack a day, sure, vape. If you smoke a pack a day, you should be vaping. But if you're like me who just smokes when I drink,
1 or 2 cigarettes, maybe 5.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get really flashy, you have 4 or 5.
Yeah,
but then you're done.
Because the thing is, when I buy a vape, I'm gonna rip it until it's dead.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So like,
but that only happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Where I'm just really fucked.
I genuinely am grossed out by cigarettes. I only do them when I'm like undialed. Like when I was sober 2 hours ago. I smoked a cigarette outside because I was just like I'm good right now. My appreciate you. When I landed in Miami, I'm like, okay, I'm officially like just partying. I'm not wearing my Garmin. I got my watch on. Like
we're smoking cigarettes.
Everything, everything goes out the window.
So now you're here in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you were here?
It's probably been like a year and a half, dude. I was probably here. Last time I was here for a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, how would you compare Miami to LA? Because like I mean I'm asking because I mean we've been talking about it for a while. It's just like I've been here my whole life, bro, and I visited LA a couple times, and like it's similar but it's very different.
LA is more it's more like social media based, influencer based versus here you have a lot of low key like Bitcoin day traders. You know, you got like low key money. Richard Millies, like it's low key.
That's the way you describe it.
Yeah, it's low key money here versus over there. It's
Big fucking
millions of followers. Like that's a currency. It's like over
Social.
over in LA, social media is a currency. Versus here, yeah, it kind of helps, but it's more just like about like they don't give a fuck. It's like if you pay, you're good. If you're a good person, you're good. Like that's all it is. Versus LA, it's all about followers. That's all they care about.
I feel like that's where the world is headed though right now, bro. Everything like
I know I'm on social media more than I am in real life. Like I'm more into my social media than I am into real life.
Bro, I mean, one of the things that besides from like being always wanting to make content and like seeing other people like you and whatever, like, oh, if these motherfuckers are making content and people fuck with it, like I can do it. Like I also saw it from just like a opportunity perspective. You know what I mean? Like, dude, social media is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like what I think.
No, yeah, it's never going. Dude, my mom used to be like, social media is like so uncertain, this and that. Now she's on Facebook. Literally, it's 8 hours out the day, bro.
Because the way I see it is, I feel like people like the scrolling is only going to grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's just like I'm someone who enjoys creating.
Yeah.
Why am I just gonna consume?
Yeah.
I want to fucking create.
Create and consume. That's what I do.
Exactly.
I sit on Reels all day and I fucking sit on Snapchat. I create on Snapchat. I got a piece so bad.
I got a piece so bad too.
Should we break? Okay.
I think we should maybe
Or just end it. Should we end it?
we've been
What are we at?
Yeah, we're peppered.
That's
And the fucking Tyson fight's coming on soon.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid. Hour 20. I'm pretty drunk actually.
We're feeling good. Soosh is yawning. We're having a good
I am yawning. I didn't mean to yawn. I'm so sorry. I was like yawning in your face. Dude. I'm so sorry. I've been up since 5 PST, bro.
Yeah, he did the red eye last night.
I'm sorry.
Nah. We're lit, but fucking.
I do apologize for yawning because I know how annoying that is. Like on camera, just yawning in your face while you're talking. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
We're lit, but fucking shout out Soosh for making the pit stop before going to Atlanta and doing prize picks. And
thank you for having me.
We're gonna have a fucking
The
great
setup
night.
is sick. I think the podcast is dope. It's gonna stay on it. It'll take off.
And you guys will probably see more of us hopefully soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do the Dial tour.
Dial World Tour. Baby.
That's literally I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be
we
lit.
could do pods like in other places. Like we could do pods on a boat in Ibiza. We do pods in Monaco Grand Prix, you know, like
This man is speaking my language.
that would be sick.
That would be sick.
Bro, imagine race cars going on behind us while our fucking yacht is parked up in Monaco. I mean, it'd cost like 50 grand, but it'd be worth it.
Definitely be worth it. But for show, guys. Sheep. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Much love.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.